What's going on, my beautiful people from YouTube? Let's talk about Kadena. That's right, we're going to cover two main things today. It's going to be the mining aspect of it and the ecosystem. I will find a way to give a third thing as a giveaway like I always do, but let's get into what matters, especially for miners. Three things that I want to cover. First, the difficulty. Secondly, we're going to go over the profitability. And third, what are the changes that have been implemented? Because Bitmain came out with a pretty little miner called the KA3, and it is a game changer because if you take a look at this $6,300 unit, whoa, check this out. The profitability has just been going down. And this calculates the current token price. So back in February 1st, it was $52 a day. And now we're sitting at about $21 and some change. What happened? What changed? This is where the difficulty comes in. It doesn't matter how strong, how powerful your miner is, if everybody else has something that's comparable to it. And Bitmain has been incredible at creating these new chips that are just kicking butt. I don't know how else to say it. But with power comes great responsibility because it's now the responsibility of KA3 miners, the people who own these, to secure the network. That's right, because the other miners that came before them, well, they're just not that good anymore. Now, with everything that's been going on and different token prices, it's been wild. And I am sad to say that, you know, the KA3 has lost its top spot to Nervos, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's not a bad thing. There are seasons, and you know, I guess you can say that Kadena is a late bloomer because you can see, just go back and see the token price during a bull market. It didn't move much until much later. So late bloomers are okay, especially if you're able to get in early. Let me show you the difficulty. This is the thing that people don't realize. Look at how much it increased. We're sitting at let me go February 1st, like I was looking at before, 315. Now we're at almost 600. It almost doubled. And it is a big deal. It's a big change. And if you don't realize how big of a change this is, just look at other networks. I mean, this is a very big change. And I don't see anybody else right now competing with Bitmain. So I had some people ask me about KA3s, if there is a way for me to be able to source them for you guys. I have a handful of people in my DMs right now. I will find you guys some. I have one more meeting and I will be able to get you the best possible pricing. Not doing it for me, doing it for you so you guys don't get ripped off because, like I said, Bitmain sells out every time. And that means things are going to get jacked up in price because resellers are going to try to make a profit on it. And I'm going to try to do the best that I can to get you guys some decent deals. But let's keep going. We talked about the difficulty. The profitability dropped because of the difficulty. But there are changes as well. And I'm actually kind of psyched about this change. If you take a look at the Kadena YouTube channel, I'm going to highlight something that happened 7 days ago. And this is the conversation that they were having in regards to the new pool that they launched called No Pool. What they're looking to do is to bring on miners that are utilizing green energy. Again, thumbs up to Kadena here because this is a great idea. It's going to actually help the ecosystem be adopted. Doesn't matter if you care about green energy or not. Guess what? The people writing legislature right now, they care about it. So you better believe it that having a green proof of work technology matters. And that's that. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. That's what this is all about. It's making sure that they implement green incentives for people that are, you know, mining with the best possible type of energy, because it matters for these people writing the laws, and we want to be on their good side, right? We don't want things to, you know, regulations kind of go all crazy and say this is the worst possible things to take place. No. There are ways, there are avenues for mining. And I'm talking about proof of work mining that is so important to all of us to keep going in a good way and have, you know, a good outlook as far as how things are happening. But specifically what happened in this video here, Doug explained how you can mine solo with these miners, which is super cool. Again, the green initiative with No Pool is awesome. But if you want to mine solo, that's available to all of us now too, which is super cool. Changes like these make a difference in the network. It really changes the landscape and lets people know, hey, we actually care about the miners. We care about people's security in the network. And we're going to keep seeing more and more of these things. Since No Pool was actually part of this ecosystem I'm talking about, it's my perfect segue to keep going and show you guys somebody that just updated something. here's Arkade. They just updated their whole website. Looks pretty nice, and I know they're actually doing more things, and I'll tell you how I figured this one out. But they're minting right now, and this is part of what I want to show you. In their platform, you can actually see a ton of different NFT projects, not single NFT. So things are being launched on the Kadena ecosystem, which again is part of this growth. So there is stuff happening, and that's what I want to reassure you guys of. Not only that, we see that, you know, Kadena Mining Club is listed here, and they didn't even launch with Arkade. Now, here's my profile real quick. I have 7 of these Arkade 90 bulls, so we're gonna stick the number 3 giveaway right here. I'll give you guys an Arkade bull. All you got to do is leave a comment down below and tell me what project on the Kadena ecosystem you guys are most excited about. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. Everybody's building, like literally everybody's building, and you might not see a lot of news, but there's stuff happening. And I came across this little guy right here, and might not seem like a lot, but I just dumped my wallet address on the arkade.fun website, and it says action.kda. That means that the namespace is already being integrated. Another piece that I want to show you that shows that there are improvements, there are things being built out, is since these guys put out a new website, somebody else is trying to do the same thing, because these guys are a marketplace and there is competition. Again, friendly competition. Everybody gets along right now on the Kadena blockchain. It's not fierce competition. This is going to be Hypercent, and Hypercent has been on the, you know, quiet side of things lately, but they are also building. And I might have to blur a lot of this stuff out, but this is what it looks like. And yes, that is a little nightbreaker on my profile picture, and these guys are building, so like they're not gonna be left behind. They still want to push forward and do more stuff too, which is really, really awesome. Now, one project that I definitely have to highlight and tell you guys about, the platform formerly known as Kaddex is now EckoDao, and it's actually a really good idea. It doesn't make sense for you to have a, you know, wallet associated with a DEX, have all of the other things that these guys are building associated with just a DEX. There are a whole lot more, and this gives me even more hope that we got some really cool things coming our way. Because right now, and this is me thinking, again, this is not anybody else telling me this. If you take a look at EckoDao, it says that the community-led DeFi ecosystem on Kadena. Okay, Ecko, like ecosystem, maybe. I'd like to look at this as being literally an Ecko. What is it that the community wants? Well, that's what's going to get implemented. So I'm really excited about, you know, this DAO implementation, because it means that we can be part of something even bigger. Yes, it was a DEX before. You could be in pools. I'm still in pools. Nothing in that regards changed, but there's really cool stuff that can take place now with a full out DAO being, you know, being the one who runs this thing. I can't wait to share more. I'm going to do a dedicated video on what's going on. I'm going to reach out to those guys and get an in-depth conversation going, because I think it's important for everybody to know what's happening, because I think this is one of the biggest announcements for the Kadena ecosystem, because now there's EckoDex. See that EckoDex. Now you got more things. And again, it still works. That's the cool aspect of this. I think that it works all the way across, not only for a DAO, but for a DEX. It works, you know, your connection as far as trading is concerned still works here. You can still connect your wallet and do all your good stuff on their platform. And EckoWallet, yep, no longer EckoWallet, now it is EckoWallet, because it's part of this whole big old ecosystem. It's kind of awesome to see people progressing and doing things. I don't want to say the same, but better. It's not only builders building, it's builders going, I want to make this awesome. I want to make this an incredible experience. And that's what I'm seeing with so many different people on the Kadena blockchain. And I just want to get this out to you guys so you understand that mining and what's actually happening on the network, they go hand in hand. Because if you don't have transactions, well, what's the point of mining? If you don't have things happening on the network, what are you mining towards? That token isn't going to be worth crap. So yes, there are big pumps and dumps all over the place. What I try to look at, my personal, you know, outlook on things, is I want to get into something that is going to change the entirety of crypto. That's going to make a difference. Because if I'm just getting in for, you know, pump and dumps, guys, I'd be popping out 3-4 videos a day and tell you, hey, somebody just launched this, go buy it, go sell it. Is it worth it? No, I have way better things to do with my life. I want to see progress. I want to see this thing take over. And long term, yeah, this is an easy win in my book. Again, it's not financial advice, never is, but it's what I'm doing. And if you guys have any comments, any questions, feel free to drop it down below, because I do go through it. I do answer those questions. Reach out. I would be happy to connect with all of you. Here's something that is not being talked about much, but should be talked about. Crank. So Helium, but on a reliable blockchain. Everybody knows that Helium tried to do their own blockchain. Things didn't go so well. Then they swapped over now to Solana. Crank is the answer to that. It's basically a way to do the same type of IoT network, but on a proof of work blockchain. It's a win-win, and the way that this is being built is pretty awesome. I've talked about it here and there, but I'm going to do a full out thing on it as well. I'm going to see if I can get an AMA going with Peter, see where he's at, where he stands with things, because this network is going to kick butt, and I am already part of it, and I want to make sure you guys learn about it a bit more as well. So that's my little tidbit here at the end, because I didn't want you guys to miss this opportunity. But I will be back with another video shortly for you all, and we're gonna hang out, we're gonna do giveaways, we're gonna learn about crypto stuff, and you guys are gonna be able to share my video with the world. Thank you. You guys are fantastic. See you in the next video.